up, internet? The plan of attack was we were going to do a video on the Gen 2 this weekend. We were going to change it up, which I've kind of talked about. But we had a slight hiccup, which means that put that video on the back burner and putting the Gen 1 in queue next, which is the Modernizations Part 2. I'm sure you guys are disappointed that the Gen 2 video isn't this weekend. Not really. You guys absolutely love the Gen 1 content, and I know a few of you guys have been wanting the Part 2 Modernizations. So we're gonna give it to you guys today. And on the Part 1, a couple of you guys commented a couple parts to pick up. I did that. So they're gonna be in this video as well. So without further ado, let's get back to the garage and let's get to making my Gen 1 better than it already is. We have a plethora of things that we need to accomplish to the Gen 1 today. One being that we need to take this Rust-Oleum 2X, this is the satin paint. We're gonna paint a couple items. You're probably thinking, what? But I've seen this done multiple times. I think it's gonna come out good. Which means now we need to tear those items off so we can start the process on prepping those real quick, getting them painted so they can dry, and then we'll work on other things while doing that. We're gonna take the speaker grills off, and we're gonna paint them black. So these guys pop off, this pops off, and we're gonna spray these black. I think some guys have been doing flat, some have been doing satin. I think satin's gonna be that good happy medium for me. I'm gonna go ahead and just try using this plastic spudger that I have. I think it came with my Tesla screens. There we go. Just had to use a little force. This side's pretty much loose up top. It actually kind of bend a little too because it's just that mesh. Perfect, easy enough. That took a whopping 5 minutes to pull all of these guys out. You can see these things are just disgusting. There's just stains all over them. The Sony thing just popped right off. Those two tabs on the outer side, you just bend those straight like I did, and it literally just pops right out of this. I'm gonna take these inside. I think I'm just gonna hit it with a little Dawn dish soap. That way they're completely clean, and then I do have like a contact cleaner that I'll hit it with. I don't think I'm gonna sand them. I think they'll be fine just what I'm gonna do for the prep. We have one light coat already done. We're hitting it with the second one. Once this flashes dry, we're gonna flip these around and do the same thing. One light coat, and then we're gonna follow into one medium, and that'll give us perfect coverage. Now that we got those things painted, they're drying, we're gonna give the center console a little love. We actually picked up one of these off of eBay. This is from like a limited, the platinum, and there's an LED ring. This is the ambient lighting. The Raptor doesn't have it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just unbolt this. We're gonna wire it into my center console. So then that way we get the LED cup holders. We also have some LED lights. These are gonna replace the shifter lights. I don't even know if mine work. They're probably burnt out. And we also have a new shifter assembly we're gonna install. Let's get to ripping that apart. Look at how filthy this thing is. Then again, we do have 180,000 miles on this truck, so not at all surprised that it has the filth it does. We'll hit this with a vacuum and kind of detail this up because you can't put something back together dirty. So what we need to do is, this old one needs cleaned too. It's just filthy, jeez. Let's flip this. This one only had 4 screws holding it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, just undo those. And now here's like your plastic little piece. I think these are the LED lights right here, and then it just shines throughout that. Before we get too involved in swapping everything over, I forgot there is one other thing that I wanted to do. These chrome pieces, I'm gonna spray those satin as well. I don't want these chrome. I could have got those fake carbon fiber pieces, but I do not want those. I'd rather just spray these and see how it turns out. The more and more I take this thing apart, the more and more I just realize how disgusting it is. We're gonna see what some 600 does because that's all I've got. And I'm gonna literally just repeat the same process that I did with the speaker covers. I'm gonna hit this with a light coat of paint, and then I'm gonna hit it with another second coat and probably call it quits. Before I hit it with paint though, this is what I did use on the speaker covers. Removes wax, grease, stuff. It's like painters use it. I think dudes who use it on like cars, helmets, anything you're about to paint. You don't have to use it, but I just happen to have it. Uh-oh guys, Wrigley sighting. Here, anybody else make their dog sniff everything? Sniff check. Good, you out? Okay, see you, dude. Now I'm gonna go outside, spray these parts down with some of this, and it's just gonna get all that extra like dirty, nasty layer off, and they'll be ready for spray. We're just doing one light coat. I'm gonna let coat number 1 dry for just a little bit. We're gonna start ripping into the shifter. Wrigley got bored, and decided since I had the door open, he was gonna make an attempt to jump in, quickly stopped him. He just wants to hang out. Now, if you just take your hands and get it on the front of it, you'll see that you can kind of just pull this thing off. You gotta be careful though, because I did break a plastic tab. And then all we're gonna take here is just our T20 Torx, 2 screws on the left and right hand side of that shifter, and then she's free. I've got this shifter assembly loose, and you can see there's a green wire, black, red, white, and that's gonna be these 2 guys right here to unplug. And then we're gonna swap out those LEDs. I actually just reached under, one's right here, one's right here. It's a black and blue wire. I had to turn mine clockwise, and then it popped out, and now this thing's completely free. So it goes in these 2 spots right here, so you can kind of see what you're dealing with. And I'll link those LEDs down below if you guys wanna pick some of them up. I just got them off Amazon. I went with the white ones. Is that okay with you? For science reasons, let's grab these LEDs and we're gonna plug them in before we actually reinstall everything to make sure they are 100% working. LEDs are in. Moment of truth, Wrigley. Those be bright. Now, let's grab the new shifter. This is the all black version. I think it's out of the Ford Expedition. It's an OEM part. I will drop the part number for you guys. But yeah, we're basically blacking this sucker out. Shifter, cover. Let's get this bad boy reinstalled. Now, this is the part where you need to be checking your stuff before you put it fully back together, because you don't want to have to take it back apart. LED lights, check. I ordered just white LEDs, but you can see there must be like a blue something or whatever, so it makes it blue. At least I'm pretty sure I ordered white. I ordered white, but you can see when you go up here, when I hit the button on the shifter, the piece should not light up. Okay, perfect. Okay, all of our buttons are working. And I did forget something. Those, I didn't order new ones. I forgot, it's been so long since I ordered the shifter and I've been needing to install it that I did not in fact order new pieces. I ordered something else because I had 2 thoughts. Either buy new ones of these, but these were kind of pricey, I'm not gonna lie, or carbon fiber covers. Now you're probably wondering, I thought you weren't gonna do carbon fiber cover stuff. I'm not gonna do fake carbon fiber stuff. This is real stuff. This was overnight parts from Japan that took about 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get. It took a while actually, but these are actually real carbon fiber covers. I did, however, break a tab when I took this off. Down here you can see it's not wanting to lock in. Fail on my part. For right now, this is just double-sided tape, but you can see it's real actual carbon fiber. It's just gonna stay on for right now, and then I'll get that piece coming. So I guess we're not gonna be completely done. We're getting there. We did 1 more coat of paint on those items, so that's 3 coats in total. Do 1 light, 1 medium, 1 medium. Should be good. I don't know how long it's gonna hold up over time, but it's gonna look better. Worst case, I'll try to source some real carbon fiber ones. Let's now get our cup holders. We're gonna reinstall it into the center console piece first. Okay, I've done some testing, I've done some investigation, I've done some testing, and then I investigated some more. This right here, if you guys just want blue lights to light up and you're wiring this into your shifter harness, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna wanna take every blue and every green wire, so there's 2 green, 2 blue, tie them all together like so. Take your 2 brown wires, this is gonna be your ground. Those right there are going to be the 2 you need to have blue lights. We're gonna wire tap into the harness that's in the shifter console off of the blue wire, which is power, the black wire, which is ground. So this is gonna end up going to the blue wire. This is gonna be to our ground wire. Mix and match these. I was kind of messing around with it. I was getting like a dark blue / purple. I was also getting a green on one side, and I'll show you guys on the harness itself that we're tying into. This harness in your shifter console, you'll see I just kind of pried up off that plastic piece because I wanted to keep it connected because I've been testing it with the lights on. So you're gonna see there's actually like 2 blues, 2 blacks. You're gonna wanna take the thickest 2. So they're up on the top more. But this blue wire, this black wire, that's the thickest. I think you could see which pin they are. I would say they are the closest to the right side. Tap into those. So I just have a wire tap. This actually came with my Morimoto boost bar. But said and done, once I turn on just my auxiliary switch and I turn on these LEDs, that's gonna activate those cup holder lights. So these should be pretty well and dry. Let's go ahead and get these reinstalled. Now, because I don't have the extra harness plug coming off of this, which came with the cup holders, that helps to get you up here. So I did originally have that wire tap up here. So now I moved it back here because this harness just doesn't go far enough ahead. If you guys just get the plug like this, if you do order one of these and you're splicing it like me, you're gonna wanna go to the back end. Let's take our freshly painted speaker grill covers. Let's get these reinstalled. They basically just snap right back in. And this is gonna make a huge difference because even after washing these things kind of had like there's little like rust spots in them. I don't know what that was about, but let's get these installed. We've got the interior all updated how I want it, so we are good now. Now we're gonna work on the exterior, and we're gonna start with this one first, being the side marker lights. Mine are just like dingy, nasty, just faded. They just need replaced. So that was the first thing that we went ahead and got, was 4 of these LED side markers from Morimoto. Let's get these installed because I cannot wait to black some more stuff out. It's looking like this harness goes up, so we got to remove a tail light. This is why we check things before we put it back together. I put the orange back here, and I put the red up front. Yeah, that looks cute. Okay, be right back. We've got the marker lights installed. That really wasn't that difficult. But the next thing that we have to do that I'm kind of not looking forward to, but I'm just gonna like pump myself up to make sure that I get it done and not break anything, are these mirrors. So we're gonna replace this turn signal light, and then we're gonna replace the LED light on the inside of this. These mirrors, you can make these really difficult to take off. You have to pop them off, or you can make it very simple, and I'm gonna show you the way I do it. Some tutorials on YouTube, they're gonna be like, hey, take a flathead screwdriver and just like pop it, and then they don't show you, which gets you nowhere. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Push it up in the upper right corner so this part's sticking out, and then usually, okay, that's about as far as it's gonna go. But it's all about getting that first one undone. So you can see right here, when you pull this off, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And all I did was take this screwdriver and I got it in this channel, and then I just kind of pushed on this. Once you get that first one free, life's good. No one on YouTube really shows you that. You know what? They might. I'm just saying that. So now just literally snap this back together. 4 T20s, connect these, put your mirror on, done deal. And I'm gonna give you guys a tip for the passenger side. Do the same thing. Okay, we have one more light to install. That is the third brake light. We picked up that Morimoto X3B brake light because a lot of you guys were like, hey, no, you're wrong. Your side markers still work with that third brake light. I don't know where I was getting that. Sorry about that. I'm not sorry. This one's a little bit of a doozy. I didn't go for the rapid flash module this time. I did, however, before. That's where the light flashes like crazy at you. And I will say, the way and styling of this brake light, it looks legit. It looks legit. Here's the adapter harness plug. So this will be a big difference going from just the clear one to the black. But there's 2 screws up there we gotta remove. Then what you'll do is you'll take your headliner down, you'll kind of like pry it down, and all you're trying to do is get in touch with that harness so you can plug in the adapter harness and you're good to go. And that right there is part 2 of modernizing the Gen 1. The Gen 1 is turning out to be fire. Everything we've done today just added so much to it. Between blacking out more of the LED lights, I think the silver and the black combo just looks freaking gorgeous. Painting the speaker grills, you could do satin like I did. You could go for a matte finish. I think the satin looks really good. I don't think you can go wrong with either one, but that's a 10 out of a 10. Painting these, and the reason why I went with a satin finish is because I knew this shifter was kind of like a satin finish. Although your AC vents are like a matte black finish, I still think doing satin in this works out a little better. I'll link this carbon fiber piece below. It took me a while because a couple of the people that I tried to purchase this from, they did not have it, even though they had like an eBay auction for it. If you want to go with the real one, you could do the fake one, but I really, really like the real one. And then when I have the Tesla screen on, you can customize these buttons. So I matched the blue to the blue over here. Now I just feel like there's like a whole new persona in the truck between just upgrading the whole center console of the truck, painting this stuff, and then painting the speaker grills. And you can do more of the ambient lighting. I just did just the cup holders, but I think you can get more ambient lights underneath like the dash. I think there's one that goes behind this center console piece. You're gonna have to do more wiring, of course, but it's possible. But for me, for right now, I just wanted the blue ambient. I think that looks clutch. I don't really care about the stuff under the seats. Just keep in mind, you can do that stuff. But that's all I got for you guys. Pop some comments if there's something else that I need to add to the truck. You guys did it last time and I added it. You should stop that because my checking account hates it, but keep commenting. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.